Ferdi Kadioglu has a serious case to be one of the best fullbacks in the Premier League this season. The now 26-year-old joined Brighton back in 2024 after a Euro tournament where he was one of the highest performing players and had the likes of Dortmund and Manchester United after him. In the end, it was Brighton that got his signature from Fenerbahce, and after a promising start, his season came to an abrupt end in October 2024. A metatarsal injury which kept him out for the remainder of the season, but since coming back from injury in August, he's been nothing short of outstandingly consistent, playing every single game since September, and wow, he's been unbelievable. And honestly, he's a top level fullback, but what makes him stand out as such? He has so many elite traits that makes him very translatable to a team at the very highest level, such as Man City. I mean, Pep Guardiola would dream to have him at left back. He's quick, he's agile, he's so good on both feet. To match this, he's very, very versatile, both in a positional sense and a tactical sense as well. And for me, this is the trait why top teams should be looking at him. But from a Brighton perspective, please go away. Now, versatility wise, he can play both sides of fullback, both sides of winger, he can invert, overlap, he really can do it all. On the ball, he's very simple with his actions and actually disguises his actions very, very well. And this is a really, really valuable asset to have, especially during a deep build phase in a team. Given he wants to play 2 or 3 touch all the time and we look to play into pressure to invite players into a more central area and then play out of pressure, preferably in a more central area where we can get someone like Carlos Bleber who can get on the ball and really carry us up the field. He always wants to play forward, whether that be with carries or with passes. And going back to build up, he's so good at breaking opposition presses in this way, whilst also being very comfortable under pressure. Ferdi always makes the right decision, whether it's a pass or a timing of a pressure, for example, whether it's step up, drop off. Yeah, his decision making is real strength of his. His weight of pass is excellent. You can tell he's a very, very high IQ footballer. He creates optimal passing angles for himself and for teammates as well. And I feel like this is a really underrated trait in all footballers in any position really, because in some senses you can dictate how an opposition player presses you, whilst also getting an optimal angle, say to play forward or play around the corner. Honestly, I could go on for days praising Ferdi Kadioglu on the ball, because I mean it when I say this, he really is one of the best in the league, and there's still so many more amazing traits to him as well. Arsenal fans, listen up, you're gonna like this. He has a very, very good set piece delivery on him and an okay long throw as well, which obviously in this day and age, in today's market, this makes you a much more valuable player. Now going to the defensive side of his game, by no means is he weak, but also by no means is it the strongest. He's fairly good 1v1, and given he's 5'7", he's surprisingly really good in the air. But to be fair, he just uses dark arts, like gets a little nudge on his opponent to gain a slight advantage. But yeah, on the whole, defensively, he does the basics well. And one of those basics is always keep your winger on the outside. It is my #1 pet peeve. As a coach myself, it's so annoying when I see a fullback let a winger inside or let a ball go over the top and over the head. And this is what happened to Olivier Buscaglia at Fulham. When watching it back, I lost my head. But honestly, that summed up the game. But say in a 1v1 situation, sometimes he shifts his body weight a little too much, and that allows more agile wingers to get inside or to beat him really. Even though, as I said, it's an area he's mostly solid in. When he is defending as well, he likes to get his body in front of the winger, of the attacker, whoever it might be. This also gives you an optimal position to try and win a foul, and then obviously release any pressure the team might be under. I mean, Joel Veltman does exactly the same thing, but just to a lesser extent, and he dives, and that's honestly that's another topic for another video. But the question is, we signed Ferdi Kadioglu for 30 mil. How much would he be worth in, you know, if we did want to sell him? Because he's going into his prime years, and like I said, he's got so many elite traits and tools that would be very translatable to a team like Man City. And like the video says, I genuinely think he's if not the best fullback in the league this season. Far better than Cucurella. Listen, I don't know who said that, but agendas have to agenda. Like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Comment, share. Just yeah, I'm bad with outros.